Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna show you how to crochet this sweater. I have two different versions of this and today I'll be working on the blue one, but at the end of the video I'll also share the measurements for the pink version. So let's get started. For this project I'm gonna use DK acrylic yarn and 4.5mm hook and scissors. For the pink sweater, I used the same yarn, just in different color. The sweater consists of 4 different panels. This is how they will look when they are finished. To begin, I make a slip knot. Then I make 70 chains. I have my 70 chains. Then I add one more chain for turning. And every time I turn my work, I add one chain. Now I make 63 half double crochets. For the last 7 stitches, I will make single crochets for the ribbing. To make a half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook into the second chain from the hook, yarn over again, then grab the yarn and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. And repeat it. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, grab the yarn, pull it through, so you have 3 loops on the hook, grab the yarn again and pull it through 3 loops on the hook. So keep working half double crochets until you have 63 of them. When you have 7 stitches left, switch to the single crochet. For the single crochet, insert your hook into the chain, grab the yarn, pull it through, so you have 2 loops on the hook, grab the yarn again and pull it through these 2 loops. Make 6 more single crochets. So this is what I've got for the first row. 63 half double crochets and 7 single crochets for the ribbing. So it's the bottom part of the sweater. The second row we start with chain 1. Don't forget to make one chain every time you turn your work. Then I turn it and I make 7 single crochets in the back loop only. I start from the second chain from the hook and I make 7 single crochets. After 7 single crochets, I use the stitch marker and continue with half double crochets all the way to the end of the row. So this is the last stitch of the row. Yarn over, insert your hook into the chain, yarn over again and pull through all 3 loops. Then chain 1 and repeat this pattern. If the row starts with single crochet, make 7 single crochets and then half double crochets to the end. If the row starts with half double crochet, make half double crochets first and then finish with 7 single crochets. For the back panel, work 39 rows in total. Here I'm finishing the last row for the back part. Then chain 1 and leave some yarn for sewing the parts. This is how it looks so far. I have 39 rows in total. The front panel is made in the same way as the back. Start with a slip knot and chain 70 plus 1 for turning. Work in the same pattern, half double crochets and 7 single crochets for the ribbing. Make 11 rows in total. I've already made 11 rows and this is row number 12. So after 11 rows, we begin shaping the neckline. Skip the last 5 stitches of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then chain 1, turn, and continue working the same pattern. From now on, you will have 58 half double crochets and 7 single crochets instead of 63 plus 7. Continue working until you have 28 rows in total. This is what I have so far. I made 11 rows like this and then 17 rows more. So in total I have 28. Once you finish this row, add 5 chains plus 1 on the side to bring the stitch count back to the original, and then continue working until you reach 39 rows in total. Don't forget to work into the second chain from the hook. This is what the front panel looks like after finishing 39 rows. Now we are gonna make the sleeves, and the only difference between the pink and blue sweaters is in the sleeves. For the pink one, I started with 75 chains plus 1 for turning, and for the blue one, I started with 58 chains plus 1 for turning. You can measure yourself and decide how many chains you need for the sleeve. The sleeve is worked the same way as the back panel, but with 6 single crochets for the ribbon instead of 7. So I'm making 6 single crochets here. Continue working until you reach 27 rows in total. This is the sleeve after finishing 27 rows. To join the sleeve, chain 1, then fold it and use slip stitches to join both sides together. Work into the back loop on one side and into the chain on the other. Finish with the chain and cut the yarn. Now I'm going to attach the front and back panels at the shoulders by sewing them together with a yarn needle. Now I'm going to attach the sleeves to the sweater from the sides. I will start sewing at the bottom of the sweater, then work along one side of the sleeve and then sew along the other side. Before I start, I will place stitch markers to keep the sleeves in the correct position. Stretch the sleeve at first, and after attaching it, count the number of chains used. Then repeat the same process with the other sleeve to ensure they match. This is how it looks so far, and now we're gonna work on the neckline. To make the neckline edging, join the yarn and make single crochets all around the neckline. Keep working single crochets until you reach the first stitch. And insert your hook into the first stitch and make a slip stitch. Next, chain 5, work single crochets starting from the second chain from the hook into the fourth chain. Insert the hook, grab the yarn, pull through, but do not pull it through these two loops. Insert the hook into the next stitch on the edging and pull it through all 3 loops on the hook. Then insert the hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull it through, insert into the following stitch, yarn over and pull it through again, and finally pull through all 3 loops on the hook. Turn your work, skip the first stitch, then work 4 single crochets. Chain 1 and repeat the same pattern. Turn your work, 3 single crochets, and so on. At the end, use slip stitches to join them together. We are done with the sweater, and now I will show you the measurements for both of them. So the blue sweater is 48 from top to bottom, 40 across, and the sleeve is 50. The measurements for the pink sweater are the same, except the sleeves are 57. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.